I think that this is about a good enough start as we'll get. So
We'll start early.
So welcome everybody to the Ponies of Team Fortress panel here at lovely BronyCon 2016.
Yep. How are you all
This guy gets it.
How are you all enjoying yourselves? I think they're all ready.
All right, so everybody's lively, so I guess we'll get the introductions off.
Okay. My name is FD Daylight. I use the Source Filmmaker to create a series known as Pony and Man, which is a Team Fortress and Pony crossover series. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. No.
I thought we left that meme behind last BronyCon.
But you leave that meme behind and everyone likes that meme.
All right, I'm the Inverted Shadow. I primarily use Garry's mod to animate. I'm mostly known for the elements of insanity, which is basically the main six possessed by weird TF2 people.
Senpai.
Thank you.
Aww. It's hitting right in the feels.
That I've... Okay. Oh. Thank you.
That's close enough.
All right, so...
We put ourselves show reels just to show what we do, just
yes,
with video.
This is to kind of show, first off, this is Source Filmmaker.
This is mine.
Oh, the resolution isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Box. Shameless self-promotion.
I knew a Half-Life joke.
For the record, when he first made that video, I genuinely did not expect a cameo from me, and I'm Shadow of 007 at the end there. So.
Yeah, I thought I'd give you a surprise.
Yeah. And then the following is Garry's mod. I like this is not explicitly a pony video, but it's something I made, and for the record, it's all stop motion. So.
But it's very nice.
Oh, when the day begins, I look outside my window. I see the sun has come to start the morning.
Why, dear my friend, it's you! I'm so glad to see you too. I've traveled around the whole wide world to say good morning, good morning, good morning from the sun. Good morning,
Good morning,
good morning,
good morning
good morning,
to everyone. Oh, Ray, it's so good to see you.
Likewise, dear.
You make the sky so bright.
Just call me your ray of light.
When you're not there, well, it's just not the morning.
But on a cloudy day, I'm never very far away. and I'll be dropping by to say good morning, good morning, good morning from the sun. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Ray.
Good morning, dear.
And that's really all that is to it there. Thank you, thank you. Well, so that's basically the difference between Garry's Mod and Source Filmmaker for the most part. So, yes.
Yes. I think we'll be starting to talk about how the differences between SFM and Gmod, and how either the differences or how they're the same, or vice versa.
You would like to start with that?
Sure. With Source Filmmaker, I'm sure most of you might know a bit about it. I'll quickly give you a synopsis. It's really just an animation tool that Valve have made using the Source engine. That's basically it.
For those who played Team Fortress 2, it's the tool they use to make the Meet the Team videos.
Yes. Very well. And with Source Filmmaker, the very advantage it has, it does give you higher quality stuff. It gives you well, a lot of options to fiddle around with, like the resolutions and the different types of lighting. But sometimes the disadvantage is that you can only go up to like 8 kind of like model lights. So you would need to like disable the shadows in order to do that. So shadows.
To put it bluntly, SFM is a little more complicated to use as opposed to Gmod, but it still has its perks.
Yeah, if you are beginning with Source Filmmaker, do look at tutorials at least. It's recommended.
Because Valve did put a bunch of tutorials up on their YouTube channel, to my recollection.
Yeah, those do help with like what the tools are, but they don't like simplify it.
Now, Garry's Mod, on the other hand, for those who don't know, it's basically a sandbox type game where basically you can pretty much, yeah. But it's a little weird to kind of boot it up. Like when you first buy Garry's Mod, because it is on Steam for about $10, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
To get it running, you have to have at least one other Source engine game on it, because that's how Gmod runs. It's on the Source engine. So that includes stuff like, obviously, Team Fortress 2, Left 4 Dead, Counter-Strike, Portal, and other games like that. So if you have at least one of those games and you want to get content from them, you got to have them installed and rooted to your Gmod. It's kind of hard to explain. But Gmod, as opposed to Source Filmmaker, uses ragdoll physics. You have to basically just constrain everything manually. Well, then again, SM does that too, right?
Sometimes there was a little physics like tool made, but I couldn't get it to run.
It's hard to explain.
It is, yeah. But really, basically, Source Filmmaker doesn't have a ragdoll system, which Garry's Mod does.
And Garry's Mod also has a bit more of a more primitive lighting system as opposed to SFM, but there are add-ons to help with that.
Plenty of add-ons. There's like hundreds of thousands.
The workshop is full of that kind of stuff.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
There is a lot. Yeah. There's quite weapons mod. Yeah. Well, with Garry's Mod, it more acts like a game than an animation tool.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what it was. It started out as just a weird little thing, and then people started making animations with it, and it just kind of took off. I don't even think Garry Newman expected that, did he?
Well, when you make a sandbox game with all the Valve games, you would expect some attention.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what the kind of output of Gmod videos are. Most of them are pretty comedic, some serious. Well, SFM, on the other hand, is...
It's a bit of both. There is an advantage to make it more serious, but sometimes when you're trying to make silly stuff, it's a bit difficult. When you're trying to animate like ragdolls, it'll take you a good week to make a good ragdoll physics.
I have seen some people that use SFM make some absolutely weird, bizarre stuff.
Yeah, with Source Filmmaker, you can stretch the models. It's really weird. It's like GAC, but good.
There was an example I wanted to show, but I opted against it because I didn't want to mentally scar anybody.
Yeah, we're trying.
Am I really gonna have to?
Go on, Shadow. You do it for these do this for these good people.
All right, fine.
As your British sidekick, I will.
I don't want to. That kid over there's watching my stuff. I don't want to.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Am I seriously gonna have to do this?
Well, don't. One guy says don't do it, and everyone says do it. This is a very. Okay.
Am I really good? I'm gonna regret this. I just know it.
And the thing is, I don't think I've seen this. I'll be surprised too.
I'm going to somewhat regret this, but since people are so adamant on seeing it, fine. I warn. The only thing I'm going to say is I warn you. Here.
You have been warned.
Oh, wait a minute. There is no sound.
10 out of 10.
So
Do you want to like, give them the name of the video so they can look at it later?
just look up this guy here on YouTube named Roxo or Super Roxo, whichever one you prefer to call it. He makes some incredibly bizarre SFM stuff, but yeah, I can't show it right now because I don't want to be responsible for mentally scarring anybody. But again, all right, moving
Let's
on.
calm down.
We're getting off track now. So.
Let's talk about TF2 and MLP crossovers.
Yes, how exactly did a bunch of horses get mixed up with a bunch of mercenaries?
Because it's colorful. I think really why people did that is because the TF2 characters have got similar traits to the pony characters.
I mean, for God's sake, the soldier is like, I am the prettiest unicorn!
And Derpy is right there. Do you wanna- the TF2 characters even say friendship is magic. I mean, how can you not like?
Yeah, that was like one of the last Halloween updates, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was.
But like the whole thing of crossing over TF2 and My Little Pony, it did start in Garry's mod, because like that's where the pony models first came from. They were first made for Gmod, and then they all got intermixed with the TF2 mercenaries in Garry's mod. And I'd like to point out the first video I ever made with the pony models was before I was ever a brony. So, leg gasp.
Like gasp. Everyone gasp at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Objection. Oh.
But yeah, I mean, I say that because
Dank
we're
memes.
not gonna be able to get this with a straight face, are we?
Well, that's what we're here for. We're here for a good fun.
Well, of course.
Good amount of fun.
But yeah, TF2 crossing over with My Little Pony started in Gmod, and then it gradually moved over into the world of SFM. So
And that's where I kind of got the idea
for
of Pony Man.
Pony and Man.
And Trixie died. Trixie was like, I don't approve of this.
R.I.P. Magic Horse, best pony. So yeah.
So yeah, that's really
I
basically how
mean,
they
there are a lot of varying degrees of how you can cross over MLP and TF2. There's the sort of serious stuff like Daylight's Pony and Man series. There's the comedic stuff, like I've seen a ton of videos where the Mercs and the Ponies do weird stuff. And then of course there's also my Elements of Insanity, which I'll get into later.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
But that's pretty much the gist of it. Is there anything else we should discuss about that regard?
I was going to say that with my Pony Man series, I do tend to keep it like balanced. If you do make a TF2 MLP crossover series and you do want to make a series, make sure you fit it in some comedic parts because that's what TF2 kind of like is.
I mean, yeah, TF2 was it was originally a bit of a comedic game with all that stuff in it. Unlike that last update.
Yeah, yeah.
For the record, I haven't played that update yet. I just know I've heard a lot of bad things about it.
There was a newest update out, and yeah, the last update didn't go very good.
But I think that's pretty much the gist of the crossing over aspect.
Yes, I think that's about it.
It's just for the fact that, you know, if you can balance the comedy and the seriousness, you'll be just fine.
Yeah, because there's a few voice actors who are in my series are in BronyCon, like Wooten. I don't know if he is. He's not in here. I don't think I can't see him. But yeah, it's good seeing like other voice actors coming in and.
Well, it's nice that regardless that you all came to see us. We're happy about that. So.
Yeah. So yeah. So thank you. So I think we should show these guys a collaborative video.
For the purpose of, we did put a little thing together, basically a mix of Garry's Mod and Source Filmmaker for this panel. So.
Have you guys heard of the Source Filmmaker collaborative video, Doors? Yes. This is similar to that, but it's not with Twilight. That's the only difference.
It is with
It's with the magic pone.
It is with
And
magic horse.
a drunk pone.
It is with magic horse. Best horse. Anyways, let's.
Derpy's, but well, we got a Derpy, Trixie, and a Lyra. I think we've got the full sets because there's a Lyra lover there, there's Derpy lover, and
We got an Octi lover there.
Octi. Yes, Oct. Fluffle. The Sunset. Yes, Sunset is best pony. No one deny that.
Okay, so.
Yeah, I think we should get started with this little video.
Enjoy, my friends.
This is it's 10 minutes long, so you'll get a lot out of it.
Think fast, chuckle nuts!
Throw some hair on your face and come and try me again, lad.
You got anything smart to say now?
And here comes the part where everybody crucifies me for the subject matter.
Get your sticks out.
Yeah.
Hello. I don't think we met before. I'm Mommy Mommy. I love Bumper Cars. What's your name? Is it perhaps Cam?
What?
What? Sorry?
Sorry, this is not G-rated.
Okay.
Oh, fair enough.
It was a problem, and then 5 Nights at Freddy got something prevented from being okay.
All right.
Really?
So that's nicked in the.
Sorry. I didn't know you had a horror film. That's not.
Oh boy.
No, it's fair enough.
I somehow knew something would go wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's absolutely fair enough. We understand.
Okay, remain calm, remain calm.
Child, I'm not allowed to let that be shown. I was checking it.
All right, I'm.
I'm sorry, but I had somebody cry last year, and now I have to be very strict.
No, it's
We're terribly sorry. We didn't
5
realize.
Nights at Freddy, Mom.
Sorry.
You're gonna make me cry.
Oh hush! It'll be up on YouTube. You'll get your fix.
It'll be on YouTube at some point.
Now I have to remember.
No, that's not. I don't think we should show Left 4 Dead.
All right. So how far can we go then?
There was a little bit of it.
All right. So basically, she goes through the worlds of Five Nights at Freddy's and Left 4 Dead. So we'll skip past those. So.
But it's not. Yeah, it's horror that we gotta watch out for. It is.
So sorry, guys. I should have thought about this. So.
What we are personally gonna do? Well,
I
hang on.
was-
What about the?
There's that too.
There is a bit where we can. Here's one.
Let us begin.
Nothing?
You are stupid. Next.
Wait!
What is this?
I didn't understand magic before, but I do now!
You rip-off artist!
Ow! My shin!
Stop being gay. Next. Bombs?
Who wants some cake?
Remember me? Yeah, you do.
She's gone! Oh wait, there she is!
Wait, pause it again?
Sorry, just pause it for a second.
What now?
Is Half-Life okay?
I don't know what Half-Life is. I don't.
Half-Life?
I didn't put any. I tried to make this as low level as I could.
What is the game rated?
No, I didn't put any horror elements into this.
Just a head crab, that's all.
Just one head crab, but it's funny. But it's been funny.
This is so...
I'll stop you if I don't. If it's
Okay, that's fine.
Why didn't we do that for the Left 4 Dead bit? Oh, of course not. Zombies.
No.
Operator, we're not sure. We're seeing multiple personnel with small arms fire. What's their current
Oh, wait, I think we are going to get cut off. Yep.
Let's go.
Hey! We're a sorry bunch of losers!
And next comes the part where everybody who knows about mine work is going to go nuts.
Boom! I'm back, dummy.
Oh, you're a wee little miss, you are!
Let's get him.
We're talking.
Batemos a bloody did!
Rise from the ashes.
Oh, hey!
This ain't no spell. I am this good.
Mom!
It's only gonna get worse, mate. I'm not done yet, mate. You're by a long shot.
You are mine.
Sorry for the bits that were cut, but you know, we didn't.
We had to follow. We want to follow.
We tried to
rules.
follow the code, but we
I
didn't.
want to allow you back next year. That's why I did that.
All right,
Okay.
we appreciate it. We didn't want to, you know, go out of line or anything.
Yeah,
so.
no, yeah. So next time we'll
Next
be
time
careful.
we'll try. Well, first for starters, we'll keep Five Nights at Freddy's out of it.
Yes.
Because who gives a crud about Five Nights at Freddy's at this point?
Yeah, exactly. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much.
Next time you'll
So,
send it to me ahead of time.
yeah, don't worry, we will do that. Okay, so now we shall move on to Q&A if you've got any questions.
Right.
Oh, and
For those who know about my work, if you're going to ask about the elements of insanity, please keep it to a minimum.
yeah, so yeah, just make sure the elements of insanity questions are kept to at least 3, 4 if we're feeling nice.
All right. So where do we want them lining up? There.
Right there.
So everybody who has questions, just line up right over there.
Yeah, go on, line up. Don't be shy. We don't bite.
Like in a normal fight afterwards. Or you can do that. Or you can do that.
Just tell them what you like.
I love the elements of insanity.
Thank you.
We won't count that as a question.
It's all good. No problem at all.
I've tried SFM like once or twice, and I realize how ridiculously hard it is, and I just want to say, like, how you do it is amazing. I don't even know how you guys do it.
It's really just all practice, really. When, like I said, starting off with tutorials is the best way to go.
That's pretty much it.
And just going from there, really.
Just to ask, like when you're working on an animation, how long does it like take you guys to do it?
Shadow?
For the shorter stuff like the Good Morning video I did, usually about a day or two. For bigger stuff like, say, Luck of the Lyrish, or for that matter, Another Stroke of the Lyrish, that would take 2 months, maybe 3 at the maximum, depending on how lazy I tend to get.
All right, what about you?
There's also like for me, it's a bit of a longer process because I work with like 10 people for voices, and it gets quite ridiculous. Not only that, but I have to like write the episodes individually. Because I usually have like 3 sections, like one with Rainbow Dash and Scout or Derpy and Soldier, blah blah blah. So I think really for me it takes about 5 months, maybe a bit longer. It just depends like on just normal life stuff.
Oh,
There we
Yeah.
go.
the longer the better, right?
Yeah, that's what I do. I always take my time with my stuff.
Didn't think there'd be many people with questions. I guess I wasn't prepared for that either.
Actually, I have a question.
Yes?
This is, I know you're probably not going to like this. It's a elements of insanity question.
Let's hear it.
So, that bit with the whole, like, getting there, is that going to be, like, a part of the series? Or is that just,
which part are you talking about?
like, when Trixie gets in and then, like, Magic Mare and, like, the other people
So
are...
basically, the subject's meeting with the elements of insanity.
Yeah, is that going to be, like, part of...
It will happen. It's just I haven't gotten to that part yet. So
Right, all right.
It will happen though.
Okay.
So
I'm curious to, what got your like inspirations for your Pony Man series, and if you're up to like your Elements of Insanity series.
Inspirations.
Yeah, like, or how'd you got the idea to make those videos?
Well, it really came up at the top of my head, but I've always wanted to tell a story where a group of low-level like mercenaries want to like have to try and defeat this like really powerful being, and with the odds against them, I do like that sort of tension. So that's where it sort of started, and it just grew from there.
okay. Then the elements of insanity. I've said this a couple times. It originally started as just a joke between a friend of mine. Basically, I made this video of Rarity getting into a fight over a hat with a soldier, and then that's where Rare Fruit came from. It was originally just going to be Rare Fruit and Fluttershy, but then the others came in, and Derpy Gun, and well, that's pretty much the rest is history. And well, most of the fame I've gotten is still kind of hard to deal with, but I've kind of coped with it at this point. So I still have fun with them. I still need to focus on other things. So,
All right.
but thank you for asking.
If you could befriend any TF2 character, what would it be?
Soldier.
Soldier.
Oh, well, that wasn't a hard one.
That was easy.
That was easy. Oh, we have a question.
Yeah.
Go on. And if you don't want to come to the mic, you just raise your hand and we'll get your question there.
Well, since you've already asked about which mercenary you want to be, which pony character would you want to be?
Trixie?
Sunset. Pretty simple.
Anybody else have any questions? If you don't want to come to the mic, we'll just raise your hand and we'll get to you.
Should we talk something else about TF2 and MLP, how they
Oh,
work?
we got a question back there.
Yeah?
Right. Yeah, it's a frame for frame thing. That's the method I use, and it is tedious at times, but you know the end result is always worth it.
For me, I just use the sort of like fade off sort of method in the Source Filmmaker. It's a bit easier for me because I don't use like the whole like keyframes sort of one, which is called the graph editor in Source Filmmaker. I use the motion editor.
Yeah,
and that's just easier. It does. Sometimes one does have an advantage and the other does have an advantage as well, both advantages and disadvantages. So yeah.
For the record, from my experience in Source Filmmaker, I've never used the graph editor. I've mostly just used motion, so.
Yeah, I think motion editor is actually a little bit easier, to be fair.
All right. Any other questions? Anyone at all?
Yeah, how did you guys get into TF2?
That is a good question. Do you want to start? Because I need to recall mine a little bit.
I wouldn't need to recall mine, but I'll try and think as hard as I can. Well, since I do like Valve games, like first, it really started when I discovered Half-Life. I loved that game to bits. Then it went on to sort of like seeing the other games. Then TF2, I thought, why not try it out? And it was actually quite fun. So it was bless you. It was really just curiosity, really.
Me, on the other hand, I'd seen videos of Half-Life 2 and all that other kind of stuff. And I think it first started when I got the orange box, you know, that little compilation game with a TF2, Half-Life 2, and Portal. That's where it started. I played TF2 for a bit. I actually found it kind of fun. Then about a few years later, I actually bought TF2 on Steam around the time of the first HATS update, I think. And I've been playing it. My interest in it has kind of waned a little bit. Like, I still like it. It's just, with all the updates, I've not found much interest in playing it as of late. But I still do like using it a lot, so. Anything else? Oh.
Well, we haven't really like played it,
We haven't played it yet, because it.
What?
Yeah, we haven't played it yet, because
Yeah.
it came out like while we were here, so we just know we've heard a lot of
Bad things,
polarizing things about it.
Yeah, not very good things, so I'm kind of regretting it. But I haven't really been following TF2 much because I've been playing Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Anyone else? Any other? Oh.
No, I've played it after that. Yeah.
Scrubs, we are.
Scrubbed up wubs.
Anybody else? For editing, like?
Editing, I sort of use a sort of steam-powered Sony Vegas sort of thing.
Sony Vegas as well.
Yeah. Because I don't know how to get the original Sony Vegas, so I just buy it cheap on Steam.
Yeah. Any other? We have.
You wanna go, you?
You in the back there? Like other kind of subjects besides My Little Pony and Team Fortress 2? Yeah. I'm sad to admit this. I kind of got into Splatoon lately.
Splatoon. I don't really know, so I'll just say Splatoon.
I guess I could spoil. I do have this big thing planned, which is basically crossing over MLP and Splatoon. I'm working on it, so there's your kind of spoiler warning there.
Oh my God, spoilers!
You again?
A long time ago.
I have kind of a story if you want to start.
Well, it was again a bit of curiosity because normally I don't like to judge things before I see it. I'm like, all right, I'll see what this is and why people are getting so like, oh, this is good. So I typed in sort of the episode in like my search bar on YouTube. It was just about, I clicked on it, I saw like the first episode. The second I clicked that, it fast forwarded to like a week and I was like, I like My Little Pony, it's good. So I don't know what happened between then.
My story's a little bit more weirder, so to say.
Let's hear it.
I discovered My Little Pony through a YouTube poop, of all things. And then it was a YouTube poop tennis that I was in. I can't remember the exact name of it at this point. Well, also that and the guy who made it is closed his channel, so.
Bummer.
But besides that, after that, I started noticing the whole brony trend. And I'm like, why are people watching cartoon horses? And it wasn't until my ex-girlfriend all but forced me at gunpoint to watch an episode that I, well,
Wait, hold on, she pointed a gun to your head?
No, it's a figure of speech.
I know that.
She pretty much all but forced me to watch at least one episode, and luck be a lady, I started with Party of One. Crazy.
That's a bit of an intense episode to start off with, don't you think? Fair enough.
And I pretty much watched that episode again and again and again. I gradually moved over to the other episodes like, yeah, I like this.
That's a good story.
Mm-hmm. You have any other questions?
You.
Where's the list of add-ons that you use in your Gmod?
Oh, God, goodness.
Get comfortable, guys.
I have more than you could probably imagine.
Just start with the notable ones.
Well, I do have add-ons to like stop motion helper and something to help with the cameras. Stop motion helper is like imperative that I use, and ragdoll mover to help with more precise movements on the ragdolls. For those who know, ragdoll mover is kind of like a tool. Like imagine basically using 3ds Max in Gmod, and you have like the axis to move and pivot and all that other kind of professional stuff that I have no idea what I'm talking about. Then you have the stand pose tool, makes it easier to get ragdolls where you want them to be. And then pretty much all the other add-ons I have are just ragdolls, like other TF2 cosmetics, the aforementioned Splatoon ragdolls. I have some other stuff like Sonic and racing, and the list goes on. If I ever honestly sit here and list off all the add-ons I had, I'd be here all damn day.
All week.
Yeah. Well, thank you for asking. Oh, wiki-do, everybody, by the way. Any other questions?
What got you guys into making video stuff based off Source, Filmmaker, and Gmod?
For me, it was basically I watched other people do it. I had my laptop and Windows Movie Maker at the time. I just decided I'd start trying to make Gmod animations. For those who follow my older stuff, you know it's pretty sucky. Well, then again, that's what your work is kind of sucky when you have only a laptop and Windows Movie Maker. So.
I started with that as well. I started with TF2 animations. I tried to make like a sort of like a mini series out of it, but it crashed and burned very quickly.
Anyone else? Anyone else at all? In the back there?
Is there any relationship between your TF2 playing and Ponies? I only ask because I personally got into Ponies kind of through TF2, where I was first exposed to them, and I did my first BronyCon, and I met one of the guys I used to play on TF2 with
That's kind of the same story with me. I played TF2 quite a lot in the day, and well, then I discovered the whole brony craze through like, the aforementioned thing of discovering through a YouTube poop and then playing TF2 and seeing brony sprays all over, and that's kind of where the seeds were implanted in my mind.
I just saw the mods for the TF2s, the My Little Pony mods for the TF2, and I thought they were pretty fun.
Those original stand-in models for replacing the TF2 members with ponies were absolutely horrifying.
Yeah. When they're standing on their hind legs, it's so terrible.
PTSD.
Nightmare fuel.
Anybody else? No? Yes? No? Maybe so?
Yes.
Let's just say it's
over 9,000. I'm sorry, Shadow. I had to.
The memes are strong in this one. But let's just say I have a lot. If I had my Steam pulled up, I'd give you the exact number, but it's quite a lot of hours.
I can't really remember how much, but I know I've got like 4,000 hours into Source Filmmaker. I can say that.
I poured just about enough of that into Garry's mod as well, so there's an answer for you.
There you go. Anyone else?
You again?
What's your best and worst moments in like making
Best and worst. Do you want to take this one first? Because I have a lot.
Well, yes, he does. There's moments where he's very well known for elements of insanity, as you all know, and that is good when you do get quite a bit of a fan base for it, but it does.
It gets to be very
ridiculous.
It gets to be a lot of pressure sometimes. So.
Yeah, when people are asking, "Oh, when's the next sort of video?" and well, imagine like a whole audience saying, "When's the next Elements of Insanity?" That's what he's going through. And I feel so sorry for you because you have to go through that every single day of your life.
I've learned to cope with it at this point. The best animation thing I think I've had was that Good Morning video that I showed.
Yeah, that's happened. That's like joyful.
I made that because I was feeling kind of down, and well, that kind of perked me up, and apparently people liked it too, which surprises me.
Yeah. Was it like Ben Blue House?
They're in the Big Blue House.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
If anybody else recognized that song, congratulations, you have your childhood still intact.
I recognize I know the show, but I don't know the song.
For the record, I do also plan on animating the Good Night song, for those who were wondering, so. And what about you? Your moments?
My moments were about the disadvantages with videos. Well, when I feel like a video doesn't come out as good as I think it is, that's really a bummer. Sometimes when I have like this scene, like I have a scene like thought out, and I'm just like, oh yeah, this is gonna be like, you know, an intense fighting scene or something, but it ends up like being like a 2-second, like, you know, punch, get out. So I am gradually like I'm working on to making my animation better and having more of the patience to make something like that. So I'm getting there.
Yeah. Favorite and least favorite videos. I have a lot of options to pick from here. Least favorite. Why don't we just start with the worst? It may as well. Least favorite, I think, would have to be that A Peculiar Affair series that I did, because that took way longer than it should have been. When it should have only taken a couple of months or so just to get it out, and it ended up taking 4 years to finish the whole thing. Second to that would probably be any of my older work, as I really hate looking back on it. So
it's cringy. It really is.
I think my most favorite would have to be any of the Lyrish videos. That is Luck of the Lyrish, One Night of Insanity, or Another Stroke of the Lyrish, because I really enjoy doing the animation on those. That was incredibly fun, even if I'm, again, not the biggest fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, but I still had kind of fun doing it.
My least favorite video from what I've done is, I need to sort of think through my videos for a second. Quick, Shadow Stole.
Magic Horse?
That works.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I really don't know what's my least favorite video. If I had a list, I would be able to say, but I would say it might be one of my older ones, because that's when my animation was all just like choppy, really bad. But I think my favorite ones, I'm always proud of how the newest episode of my Pony Man series, like the episodes that come out, because I like to like get the story going into like sort of a bigger moment. So I think I would say like any episode of Pony Man, like the newest one, is always my favorite.
Anybody else? Hello? I got into the beta. I think a friend of mine got me into the beta. I've tried it. It's I guess is the best way that I can put it.
I haven't played much. I haven't played enough TF2 to like play it.
Yeah. We have another question there. What was that question?
What do we voice act for stuff?
I have done.
Well, you've done quite a bit.
I've done some voice acting reels. I've never explicitly voiced. I know I did one comic dub with DeWilsonator. I know I did that. I know I voice acted for a couple other Gmod videos. Some of them are a little obscure, but besides that, I mean, I'd love to voice act for other people. It's just a matter of approaching me, and I'm not exactly that confident in my voice most of the time, so.
I'm too British to even be anywhere for voices.
Pip pip chitty-o.
Tally-ho.
In fact, I think I see another British lass right on the back over there.
Where?
Hello there, Anna.
Hello. I am not alone, finally.
I didn't think I should actually show up, you know?
Well, there you go.
Well, it's Anna Chloe back there, everybody. Give her a hand. Anyways, we had a question from who now? You?
Oh, yeah. Well, we both tend to have like a number of voices helping us.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, there was Wubcake in the video, as you saw, voicing Midnight Sparkle and Sunset Satan.
Which I think she did pretty good. I'm still like adding voices and voice actors to my series, and I'm recently getting more of the well-known VAs into my series, and well.
Let's just say we're always finding new voice actors to add to our crew. I'm Shadow. I got people like Wubcake, Anna back there, for example, and the list goes on for the most part. So yeah, how much time do we have?
We've got 20 minutes.
Or 15 minutes at the very least. So,
15. Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions at all? Anyone? No. Yes. No.
No, yes, no. Should
Well.
we just talk a bit about TF2 and MOP? How anything else we've missed out?
I don't think so. I think we've gotten everything out of the way. It seems.
Maybe.
I think that's about all we.
Have you got any funny stories about how you've animated?
What?
Any like stories?
About us animating?
Like any sort of like a funny story you've got that you've been animating that you thought might be interesting.
Well, if you want to start, I could probably think of something.
I would suppose that sometimes going back and forth on an animation is quite funny. Like when you start a project, you're like 2 seconds in, and you're like, oh, videos. It's easy, but it's easily to get distracted, and that happens to me about 80% of the time.
Yeah.
Partially the reason why.
Don't get me started on me being distracted, because I will. Oftentimes when I open up Gmod, I get into a save that I've made. Almost 90% of the time, I will set up, and then my mind will just go, and then I'll just go to playing a game or watching a video, and I often forget that Gmod is even open.
The thing is, because with Source Filmmaker, it's more like a program. With Gmod, it's more of a game.
Yeah.
So that's the disadvantage.
I have ideas. I just need to stop being a lazy bum.
Well, normally what I do is I write episodes ahead of time.
Yeah.
That's always an advantage. If you're making a series, make sure you write episodes ahead of time and make sure you've got a good story set up. So you're not like writing an episode on the spot as you're like making it.
Mm-hmm. Like for those aspiring animators out there, the thing you want to do is start out small with your ideas. And what's that going on over there? Oh.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything? I really don't think there's anything else we can do. With 15 minutes left, I think we've pretty much gotten everything we've done out of the way. What?
One of the videos. Can we show that?
I mean,
well, the thing is, YouTube wasn't like working for the sound.
Yeah, so that's kind of out of the question. But
we will say that that the collaborative video will be up on YouTube at some point, and you can watch the full thing.
Just to spoil the thing, because she does go through the worlds of Five Nights at Freddy's and Left 4 Dead. Nobody dies, just a little blood, but we can't take any risks, so.
Yeah, we want to follow rules.
We just want to follow the code, so yeah.
Exactly. So I think that's about it. So thank you all for joining us.
Yes. If you want to stick around, we'll be around here for a little longer before we head out. So.
If you do have any other questions that you might have popped in your mind, we will be around the convention.
Yeah. Thank you all for coming regardless.
Thank you all.